Pokemon Academy Life Fridays! Welcome back to Pokemon Academy Life, guys. Last episode, we met up with Sharon. He has some suspicions about us, but can't quite figure out why we got this kind of ability to make people love us. We also met up with Skyla as well and did her rank up quest. Who knows what else this game has in store for us today. We are now also on the battle team. In case you guys ever check that out, don't worry. You'll be able to check it out here or it'll be somewhere in the video. Keep a good sharp eye out. Let's dive in. And that's the end of the lecture. If you have any questions, feel free to drop into my research lab during my office hours. I just want to let you know, Sam, I handled that crisis you caused. I beg your pardon? You know, when you told Sharon to... Oh, yes, you did seem to indicate that you thought that might be some sort of problem. Well, I'm glad you satisfied your concerns on the matter. Right, you won't tell anyone else about anything about me, right? Huh, not sure I can restrain myself, lad. I'm quite proud of you, you know. A battle team member, a front runner in the student council election, an excellent student. How could I stop myself from talking about you? Thanks, Sam. I just mean don't tell anyone about, you know, our private stuff. Don't worry about that. I'll be discreet.
So, you got in the battle team too?
Were you listening to our conversation?
Excuse me for not being able to ignore Gramps yelling, "Oh, Psy's so great. I love Psy," across the classroom. Yeah, I agree with Boo Boo about as often as the clock strikes 13. But Professor Oak was being a bit loud. Hey, maybe that's where you got it from, Boo Boo.
Wait, Boo Boo, did you say you got into the battle team too?
Yeah, obviously. I bet that sucks for you, huh? You really thought you were gonna be number one.
Oh wow, you actually nagged your way into the team.
It wasn't that. Janine was impressed by how hard I trained, not like Psy here, who just slipped and fell into success. I don't need to have this argument with a non-battle team member like you. You don't exist for me anymore.
Oh?
What? Do you have hiccups or something?
Okay, I can't decide what to do. What do you mean?
Like, would it be funnier to tell him I got into the battle team now, or just show up at Friday's meeting?
Yo, Leaf is a fucking menace. I love her wit.
What? You too?
Yep. Sorry, Cupcake. Guess it's gonna be pretty hard to battle someone who doesn't exist, right?
Well, whatever. At least you actually earned your spot.
I won all but one of my matches.
I repeat, whatever.
Why do you think I didn't earn my spot, Boo Boo?
Drop that bullshit. The battle rules were blatantly set up to favor you.
What if Boo Boo knows a lot more than we give him credit for? What do y'all think? Do y'all think Boo Boo knows that we have this special ability? Maybe he overheard Professor Oak maybe conversating with me at one point or another and kind of picked up the fact that I have some special preternatural power? I mean, I don't know. Maybe he knows. Maybe he knows. And he's just really good at keeping it secret. But for how long? They helped Ethan too.
Who? Whatever, I don't care. Look, Psy, I earned my spot in the battle team, in this school, and with our friends back home.
Seriously? You're gonna bring up high school now?
Yeah, and you're just mad because you know I'm right.
I'm done with you. Don't you have a nerd to give swirlies to?
This isn't going to last forever. I'll be happy as hell when you finally crash and burn.
I think he actually has gotten nicer.
Leaf!
Huh? You got into the battle team. That's amazing. Good job. Good for you. Seriously, I'm really happy for you. Besides, I know how much battling means to you and how much fun you have doing it. It's a perfect fit for you, bestie. You're a great guy. You know that, Sai? I got the W, Riz. What? Hey, sometimes you just gotta let them know. What? For saying good job? Yeah, obviously I'm referring to that. And only that. How come you didn't tell me Tuesday, though? Huh? I didn't find out until last night. Oh, yeah, I guess maybe that invites went out in waves then. It probably just took Janine a while to box up all the rewards. Oh, I'm sure she has battle team minions for that. What do you think the battle team meeting will be about?
Going to go on a limb here and say we're probably going to battle.
Damn, the one thing I wasn't prepared for.
Well, shoot, guess Boo Boo was right, and you're gonna flunk out horribly.
It really do be like that.
On a serious note, though, I hope they're going to tell us more about how the quarter clashes work. And I want to know what part Janine playing in this. She's pretty badass, but I don't think she has any influence on how many people in the QQs are matched up. She probably wants to avoid knocking out any of her own team, you know, but it's kind of unavoidable.
Right, I've got a few questions I want to ask about the tournaments personally.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. Good point. It'd be so cool if we got to see how people from other regions battle.
Wait, is there a difference?
Are you serious?
Yep, excuse my shelteredness.
Yeah, there's tons of differences. People from OR pretty much only do double battles. Unova trainers love their triple battles. And there's a new battle type from Paldea that's really catching on called squad battles. They have an entire team of trainers facing each other. I heard the Academy is going to really push those this year, which makes a lot of sense, actually.
Didn't know that.
Hey, it's alright. That's what we're here to learn, right?
Right, it's kind of fun to think about what Janine might be about to teach us, isn't it?
Totally. I bet she knows all kinds of battling tricks that we can't even begin to imagine. Like how her Venomoth has 5 moods. I didn't imagine that, right?
You noticed it too? Yeah, that was the weirdest thing. And then we continued to talk. Alright, what we got? We're at a level cap. We need to do water. We gotta get that done. And that concludes the lecture. So battle time. How's everyone been feeling about the double battle unit so far?
I don't get why we bother. All official battles are single battles. Aren't we just wasting time practicing double battles?
Not at all. The skills are definitely transferable, and Kobokon's own quarter clashes have been in double, triple, and even inverse battle formats before.
Inverse battles?
Yup. A lot of Pokemon leagues restrict gym battles to 1 versus 1 affairs, but there are just as many out of the gym situations where knowing how to control multiple Pokemon at once can be useful. After all, when you're in the wild, Pokemon aren't likely just to line up 1 and 1 and fight you all nicely. Really? That's kind of what they do for me, though. Yeah, literally. Oh, looks like you're going to be battling Misty today, Sai.
Alright, Misty. Hi.
Hey, ready to battle?
Yeah, I guess. Let's get this over with. Staryu, I choose.
Oh, just like in the series, her Psyduck does not respect her choices. Just Psyduck. Look at my face! Yo, my face is also surprising. Y'all see that? That was so good. Psyduck came out on his own. Okay, well, you know what, Psyduck? You about to get bodied, my guy. All right, we're going to Nuzzle. Special attack, special defense. All right, it's paralyzed now. Good news, good news. Mud Slap. You used Nuzzle again. We got this. It just killed my Yamper? That's a high-level Psyduck now that I think about it. Did I make a messed up choice? We're going to go with... No, wait, does Psyduck have psychic moves? I guess we're about to find out, chat, because if he does, he's gonna mess up my freaking confusion. Oh my god, he's aiming at my Mudkip right now. Yo, that Psyduck is no joke. No joke. Oh, we're in trouble, guys. We are not doing good. I'm glad I caught these extra Pokemon because there's no bleeding way I would have been able to freaking last as long as I just did. Oh my god, you know what it is? It's that focus shit he's doing. Mudkip's at least healing himself with the Aqua Ring. I'm not even mad about that, okay? So far, Mudkip, that freaking Yamper did some dividends with that Fury attack. I mean, not Fury attack, that Nuzzle. So far, so good. We're doing some good damage, but I'm pretty sure he's gonna kill my Swap. We did it! Oh ho ho! Yo! That Psyduck was no joke! Dude, if it wasn't for the fact that I have some expendable Pokemon to just send out and just like add the Paralyze from Yamper, add the Focus from our boy freaking Phalanx, and then Swablu's Fury attack, there would have been no way I would have been able to take out that Psyduck.
Sorry about that. My Psyduck just doesn't listen to me at all. Good thing you were here to knock him out.
Misty? What's happening here?
My Psyduck is kinda disobedient. He just never listens to me, and when I try to send out one of my Pokemon, he'll jump out instead.
Looks to me like a classic case of acting out for attention.
Huh?
Your Psyduck's actually very strong, so clearly you've been training him well. The issue, I think, is that the trainer-Pokemon relationship has more to it than just training.
What's that, sir?
Oh, you already know, Sai. I've seen you interact with your Pokemon. Misty, you need to be more affectionate with your Psyduck. Right now, I'm willing to bet dollars to donuts that it feels underappreciated.
My Staryu isn't like that, though, and I train them the same way.
Well, just like with people, some Pokemon are more emotionally resilient. But just because they're better at hiding how they feel doesn't mean their feelings can be ignored.
I see.
The good news is, because your Psyduck is still acting out, that means it still cares about you. If it gave up, then we'd have a problem. So as long as you make sure to groom it, take it out for non-training purposes, and let it know how important it is to you, we should be fine.
Right. I just don't know.
Ah, rookie mistake. You never let your opponent get off the third quiver dance. That's the killer. Good fundamentals, though. Go have some lunch. You'll do better next time.
Quiver? Dance? Hey, you know how much you matter to me, right, Mudkip? Mudkip. Cool. Just checking. Gotta have to check with Pikachu later, too. Now, let's go get some grub. I'll see if I can sneak you under the table. Hi, Sonia. Oh, hello, Sai, right? That's me. I'm not forgetting your name, though. Not with that entrance you made in the battle hall. That was rather big fuss, wasn't it? Just thinking about the kerfuffle I caused is rather embarrassing. Hey, you got what you wanted. Seems like the embarrassment was worth it. Yes, well, did I get what I wanted? Suppose that remains to be seen. So, have you taken this class before? Oh, yes. Lieutenant Surge is a real barrel louse. He's a fantastic teacher. My partner Yampa has been with me for many years. He's a good boy. I wanted so desperately to help him become strong, and I certainly ought to have been able to, given the instruction I received. That didn't quite pan out, though. What have you been doing after you left Kobukan? Just odd jobs. Anything people would hire me for. I ended up doing a lot of studies on Kobukanian wildlife. I kept thinking that I should battle to ensure I didn't forget anything I'd learned, you know? That didn't happen. I couldn't bear to even look for a battle, and my poor Pokemon are so out of practice now. She whooped my ass in the battle team tryouts, though. Ugh, I'm a wreck.
I think you're being too hard on yourself.
Oh, you do you? I've had 3 once-in-a-lifetime chances, and I bungled all of them. What descriptor aside from wreck fits me, then?
Determined. You didn't give up.
I gave up my dignity, though.
Have you been talking to Erica?
Well, yes. How you know?
She made her opinions on persistence pretty well known shortly before we got onto the battle team.
Oh, well, she's not a fan of me. I can't say that anything she said was wrong, necessarily, but I would have appreciated the, break. Just a break would have been all I needed. Just a break. Sorry, I'm not very good role model, am I?
Would it help if I told you that I don't consider you a role model?
No, not really.
Oh, sorry.
Well, I don't know what I can do, or if I could even do anything. But I, at the very least, have been through the school before, so I might be able to give you a bit of advice. I'll keep that in mind. If it helps, I've got a pretty good memory, and I remember most of the assignments I was given last year. So, like, if you want me to help you, I can. No need to pay, of course. I just want to help my teammates. Reckon now make up for the last year.
Hey, don't worry about it. If I need help, I reach out. Good to know that I can rely on you.
Well, I wouldn't go that far now. Alright, Sonia. Okay, so about Pokemon that are electric type.
You studying something new?
I'm trying, man.
Okay, idiot number 7. Above all else, what distinguishes electric types in battle? Huh? That's right. It's their speed. If you hit first, it shouldn't matter who hits second. You get in quick, smash them hard, and get out with both your ass cheeks. Done. Slow electric types? Bullshit. Never heard of such a thing. Don't you maggots know about paralysis? The most well-known stats element this side of sleep? Plus will can dole that shit out at level 1. Paralysis doesn't just stop enemies from moving, it halves their speed, so you can cook them while they're still getting their panties on. You better remember this. This is some real one-hit shit, right? I said, am I correct, you skid marks? LT's Lieutenant Surge makes the class write Thunder Wave 50 times each.
I can't tell if this is actually an elective or torture.
And with that, you should all be ready to handle today's lesson. We're doing things a bit differently for this one. In this test, you'll have multiple opponents. Your victory condition is that same as always, is simply knock your foes out before you're knocked out. Don't forget to look over the battlefield very carefully before committing to any moves. A real battle doesn't give you the luxury of sitting back and planning out your moves, but these tests do, so take advantage of it. Funny, I always feel like I have enough time to think through my moves in battles. Finally, there's one piece of information that's very vital. It is not possible for you to faint on your first turn. As long as you remember that, you should be able to handle this challenge. It is not impossible for you to faint on your first turn. Okay, so you can indeed faint, aka lose. Okay, got it. So like protect and shit like that will not probably work here. Right. We're dealing with like a double battle or some shit. Oh my god! So let me get this straight. Crasyro Journal is asleep.
Meditite is also there, and Swine Up is burned. So let's look at it like this. Cyrologol's not going to attack because they're asleep. Meditite is my only problem, and Swine Up is my only problem. But Swine Up has burned, so eventually he will die. My issue now will lie in what do I do to ensure I don't get murked by Meditite or Swine Up. I know Meditite will probably die. No, Swine Up will probably die by the burn, which means I probably should focus on Meditite, but I guess it depends on what moves I have. Earthquake? Horn Drill. One hit KO if it hits. Smackdown. Make flying type moves invulnerable to ground moves. Takedown? User receives recoil damage. So we don't want to use takedown. Earthquake? It makes sense to use that because it attacks all of them, but at the same time, I feel like that's too easy. Right? What do you guys think? Yeah, that's way too easy. So, I don't have Protect, so trying to protect myself is out of the question. Horn Drill is a one-hit KO if it hits, which is a freaking variable freaking thing. The only logical thing to do would be to use Earthquake. But Meditite got Levitate probably, right? This is a tough one, chat. Swine Up probably has something that could really kill me because, I mean, Swine Up's an Ice type. What if Meditite has Levitate? And if I use Earthquake, it doesn't work. All right, you know what? We're going to do freaking Smackdown and see, because, I mean, that's the only thing we can do. It's literally the only thing we can do. I know the burn is going to kill Swine Up, but I don't know what move Swine Up has. If he has a move that can one-shot my Rhydon, I'm done. Swine Up endured? Okay, that's good to know. That Pokemon's asleep. Meditite is storing energy. Okay, so Meditite is now dead. It targets, it's not very effective. Meditite became Smackdown. So Meditite's dead. Swine Up is enduring. Swine Up died to its burn. The hail falls. I'm buffeted by hail. Oh my god, I had no idea that hail was a thing. I think we could kill that Pokemon now. We could probably use Smackdown on it. It woke up.
And I'm still a piece of garbage.
I guess in the end I had to know what type Kyrogonon was. It looks like it's a freaking ice type. Ground moves don't work on it, so I probably need to smack it down. So let's try to smack down Kyrogonon. Yeah, Kyrogonon was going to be the problem. And the hail killed both Meditite and myself because Meditite's not an ice type. I had to know what Kyrogonon was, or Cyrogonal. Cyrogonal sounds dumb. It's definitely Kyrogonal. Kyrogonal was the issue because it woke up almost immediately after the first turn. Therefore, I had to literally beat down the Kyrogonal first with a Smackdown because it wasn't affected by Earthquake. Meanwhile, the hail came down, did more damage to Meditite, and killed Meditite, but the burn previously killed Swine Up. That is some meticulous, tricky shit that they tried to pull, but I'm glad we caught it. Only until we restarted like twice.
At a glance, it looks like everyone did quite well. I'm glad you were all able to handle more advanced concepts, such as weather and ability immunity. Remember, weather conditions often have many effects that aren't explicit. Blizzard will never miss in hail or snow. Rock types get special defense boost in sandstorms. There are many abilities that trigger under the effect of sun or rain as well. Keep these in mind. That's it for today, class. You're all dismissed.
Jesus Christ. I can't believe something so meticulous. That is ridiculous. Oh, Misty. Misty's bouncing. Misty got a rank up, guys. Let's find Misty. What do you want?
To become a Pokemon champion, mostly?
Yeah, good luck with that. You could do that somewhere else, can't you?
Probably, but I thought it might be more fun to do it in your company.
Huh? Something wrong with you? I'm not exactly pleasant company.
Well, I can't deny that. But I thought maybe I could do something to help you out, and then you might be,
less of a bitch.
I was gonna say more comfortable around me.
Whatever, I don't even know what you could do for me anyway.
Then you're in luck, because I totally do.
Oh, this'll be good. What is it?
Well, I've been thinking about your Psyduck ever since we battled in gym class.
Yeah, what about him?
I was thinking I might be able to help you make him listen to you.
Oh, what? Like you're some kind of Pokemon whisperer?
Well, I don't talk to them, but I'm pretty good with them, yeah.
Vika.
Stop, Pikachu. Thanks for the support, bud.
Well, fine. What are you gonna do?
Would you mind sending out your Psyduck?
Sigh.
Hey, little man. How you doing?
Sigh.
Really? Wow. To shreds, you say? And how's your bike holding up? How's her bike holding up?
Sigh.
Really? Wow. To shreds, you say?
Are you actually talking to my Psyduck?
Nah, just messing with you.
Get serious, you jerk!
Sorry.
Well, what's wrong with him?
I mean, I'm not a doctor or a psychologist or anything. Professor Oak would actually be the perfect person to talk to about this. He's a Poke-Homo psychologist. What the fuck? Poke-Homo psychosociologist. That is a mouthful. Say that 5 times really fast. Human Pokemon relationships are literally his field of study. But if I were to give my best guess, Psyduck feels like you don't love him.
Dummy, that's exactly what Alder said. If you're not going to tell me anything useful or new, what are you even doing here?
That's not exactly what Alder said. Alder said you don't give your Psyduck enough attention. But I've been hanging out with you for a while, and I'm not sure that's entirely correct.
Huh?
Misty, I think you do give your Pokemon attention, but I don't think it's positive attention.
What?
Maybe I'm making some assumptions here. But you do love your Pokemon, right?
Of course. I'm a bitch, not evil.
I really wish you couldn't call yourself that, but that's not the point. The point is, well, Misty, do you treat your Pokemon even a little bit like you treat people? Pokemon tend to act very still and quiet around me. They usually just sit at my feet and wait for my orders. But what's your Psyduck doing?
Just running around randomly.
Not exactly.
Fine, what?
How about you walk over here?
What kind of dumb game is this?
Humor me?
Fine.
See?
He's following me?
He's showing off.
Huh?
Your Psyduck is going through its paces, its shadow blockings, it's working on its footing. It's trying to show you that it's all fight for you. I mean, it lets itself out of its own Pokeball so it can literally fight for you. Yeah, it might look a bit silly, like it's bouncing around aimlessly, but there's a thinking brain and a feeling heart in that duck. And it's gone.
Oh.
Yeah, there it goes. Misty, you know that your attitude drives people away, and that's fine. I'm sure you've got a reason for not wanting anyone to get close to you, but you can't do that to your Pokemon. They're innocent.
I mean, so are you.
That's another thing. People can hear you when you mutter under your breath.
What?
Come on, you know people can. So you're like trying to let people know you don't actually hate them, but you feel like you can't do it outright for some reason.
You jerk, dummy, idiot. What are you even doing here? Just walking into my life and telling me I need to change who I am.
No, I'm telling you need to show who you are.
Or what?
Well, you'll have a pretty hard time making friends. I mean, maybe you don't care about that, but I think you do. Correct me if I'm wrong.
You're wrong. Wrong. Very wrong.
All right, then. My bad. It's not true.
Wait.
Yeah?
What if you weren't completely wrong? What do I do to fix this? To fix me?
Oh, I have no idea.
What good are you?
Look, I'm not a therapist. Whatever's made you feel like you need to be hostile and argumentative all the time isn't something I can figure out in a 20-minute chat. True. Scratch that, a 30-minute chat. Wow, we've really been going at it, haven't we?
Why do you know all this stuff about me, and about how I treat people? I've been trying to put my problem into words for years, ever since I was a child, but you just walked in here and told me that I was wrong.
Well, you're kind of like your Psyduck, I think.
Huh?
You know, acting out for attention.
Hey!
It reminds me of an old friend of mine. He felt like he had to do more and more outrageous things to stand out. Actually, I think I get him a bit more now. He definitely wanted his grandpa's attention. Oh, we're talking about Boo Boo. Is this like Boo Boo lore? You think Blue does that? The same thing Misty does? Like acts out for attention? Yo, previously, literally earlier in this episode, he was like, I can't deal with Gramps saying I love you, Sai, pretty much across the room. Yo, what if that's the case? What if Boo Boo is literally just trying to get his Gramps' attention? I might be dumb and slow for figuring this out late, but I'm sure that's probably what's going on. So, is there anyone out there whose attention you're specifically trying to get?
God, this is so stupid. Look, my parents... Wait, hold on. I have something for this.
Dr. Senpai is ready. I wish I had some glass. That would be hilarious. Look, he got our glasses, too.
Where did you get those?
Bianca gave them to me. She has some extras.
Ugh, you idiot! I thought you were gonna take me seriously, but you're just making a big joke out of this, like everyone else. You jerk!
Did I get slapped? Okay, yeah, that one was a little on me. Maybe not the time for a bad joke.
When you feel like taking me seriously, give me a call, you jerk.
Now, see, that was excessive. She did a drive-by slap. She said, bop, and then came back again and said, bop. Set my fucking self flying, dude.
What did she just throw at me?
Yo, Misty is kind of, you see, this she makes me feel kind of weird in a way. Like, it's like, does she want me around or does she just hate me? It's like, tsundere? Is that what's happening here?
Your relationship shifts from Misty from classmate to jerk.
Great. Damn, I look good in these glasses. Shame I can't see anything. Hanging out with Misty will now convey an amount of experience to Ice and Water Pokemon in your party. This amount will grow the more points you have with Misty.
Ah, Sai, you're back. Good. Perhaps you can help us resolve this mild deliberation we're having.
Oh yeah? What are you talking about?
Well, Sharon has been surveying people across the school about the curfew issue. We've come to some different conclusions.
Yeah, like, I didn't know that there were gangsters out there and all, but since there are, we gotta keep that curfew, right? It's the only way to keep us safe. You're a coward. We go to school every day to learn how to battle better. If you aren't confident in your ability to defend yourself, just drop out now.
Hey man, lay off. Didn't you say you didn't think you'd get into the battle team?
I did, but I know I have enough power to beat down some untrained derelict from the city.
I mean, you said the same thing about your opponents in the battle tryouts.
You won 0.0 of your matches. The fact you got in is ridiculous. Well, what do you think, Calum?
Well, publicly I support the repeal, of course. I've always said as much officially. Though this new information about vagrants from the city is concerning.
They're no trouble.
Courage.
Oh, courage increased to 5.
Oh, do you have personal experience with them then?
Yeah, ran into them last Saturday. They're pretty much just bluster. Even a new student should be able to handle them well enough.
See?
Well, if you say so, dude. Still not sure I want May going out alone when it's all dark out, but I guess if we go together, it'll be fine.
What do you think, Ethan? Man, I don't think I can answer that unbiasedly. Now I'm just thinking about what you said. If I agree, then I'm disagreeing with you, and if I don't, then I'm purposely disagreeing with you.
I get ya. I'll let you answer first next time then.
Cool, I'm going to bed though. Good night, guys.
Good night, gentlemen. Sleep well. I tell you, these meteorite fragments are truly something. There appears to be biological residue embedded within the very stone. My new assistant is utter godsend, I tell you. With her experience, we could be moments I say, from discovering the Copacanian equivalent of wishing stars.
Ooh.
But I suppose that won't be on the test, so your interest being limited is understandable, if disheartening. Very well, you're dismissed.
Man, I kinda need to get to my next elective, but I can't just leave Oak looking so morose up there. Besides, maybe I can learn something. Approach old man Oak as a friend. Approach Professor Oak as a student. Let's do that.
You know, the knowledge is important.
Professor Oak, would you mind sharing some of your current research with me? It sounds pretty nifty.
You're asking me, lad?
Of course, you're the world-famous Professor Oak. You say you're about to discover something exciting, then as a future champion, I want to be one of the first to know about it.
Well, lad, I'd be more than happy to tell you.
You see, Sai, the genetic material I've discovered in these meteorite fragments appear to be a constant state of flux. It's why adapting to its environs.
Whoa is quite right. When I prodded it with my forceps, it hardens. When I heat it up, it develops holes for ventilation. I've attempted chilling it, and it's actually started vibrating at higher frequencies, generating heat.
What the hell could that be? I don't know of any Pokemon like that.
Oh, don't you?
Well, I can't really think of one.
What if I were to tell you that you've had an intimate experience with one already?
I'd say you should watch your phrasing.
Do you mean Absol? Not quite. Your rival's Pokemon?
Oh right, Eevee! It's got an extremely unstable genetic makeup, right?
Yes, that's correct. The slightest external stimuli is capable of triggering a massive change in Eevee. No wonder it has so many evolutions.
So what, the meteorite has bits of space Eevee in it?
No, certainly not. Eevee is definitely of terrestrial origin. but the genetic material from this meteorite, which I must assume comes from an unknown Pokemon, demonstrates an adaptability quite similar to Eevee's. I suspect it would be quite a bit more powerful if we were to find the whole original Pokemon, but since the genetic material is embedded into rock, it doesn't seem likely that the original Pokemon was alive, even before it blew through the atmosphere and crashed into the planet. Essentially, the material might not even be fragments of something larger. It may just be microscopic Pokemon outright. Whoa, there could be a Pokemon too small to see? The distinction between a germ, a virus, a bacteria, and a microscopic Pokemon would be a hard one to define. Perhaps the work of a biologist. Right, as opposed to you, who are a Poke-Homo Psycho. Oh my god, that fucking word again! Yes, there is a reason most people just call me the Pokemon Professor. Oh dear, you should probably get to your next elective soon, shouldn't you? Hey, you remember something about someone else's schedule. Well, I am attempting to get better at that, after you pointed out it was the weakness of mine 11 years ago. Who said an old Mablestiff can't learn new moves? And that pretty much it. Expect that most official battles you'll participate in will have some combination of the item, species, and sleep clauses. It's also pretty common in other regions to ban evasion strategies, but it's a bit less common here. Largely because Kobukan puts a lot more emphasis on non-single battles, still, make sure you have got a team that can withstand any rule set they throw at you. That concludes the lecture. Alder, do you have a partner for Sai-senpai? Whoa, did I step into Bizarro World? Bruno's doing Alder's job? I reckon I do. Miss Birch, if you please.
Oh, hey, May. Ready to battle? Absolutely, but I hope you like cold dishes because that's what I'm serving.
Cold dishes? What, like sherbet or revenge?
Yeah, you defeated my boyfriend and I before, so I'm ready to take you down for that. Prepare yourself for a loving girl's fury.
No, seriously, who says that?
Let's go, May. See what you got, May. You got Torchic and Venonat. That's not good. Oh my god, just use water gun on that Torchic. Speed boost activated. Hey, speed boost. Oh, that can't be good for anyone. Water gun, that Torchic. My attack fell. Yamper leveled up to level 7. Hell yeah. Torchic switched out.
Heracross!
My Mudkip's confused. Heracross is going to be a problem too, isn't it? Nuzzle that Heracross. Paralyze it, please. I need to send out maybe someone like Nidoran. Nidoran has Peck, and that might do us some good, actually. Fight Mudkip, use Water Gun on Venonat. And you, since you've already paralyzed the Pokemon like I wanted you to, let's send out Nidoran. Woo! Ah, it's not effective to Nidoran. Nidoran! No! Nidoran, please! Don't die already, you just got here! Actually, use fucking Mud Slap on that freaking Heracross. Lower its accuracy, baby! Peck that Venonat! Ah, it missed Nidorat. Nidorat? That's messed up. Use Peck on that Heracross. Yes! Oh my god, that freaking Bullet Seed is a problem. Use Peck on that Heracross. Good job, Nidoran. Good job, buddy. Yes. Nidoran needs. I need to do the poison elective to like increase Nidoran's levels probably. Oh, boo. I really thought I could do that one with my new Heracross.
That was some good battling, you two.
Instructor Alder, can I ask you a question?
Of course. That's what I'm here for.
I really, really want a Volcarona. Ever since the first day you brought yours out in class, did he? I don't remember ever seeing a Volcarona.
Oh, you want her?
Really?
Nah, sorry, just kidding.
Oh, that makes more sense. Okay, I just want to know if you knew where I could get one.
Well, this particular one came from an egg, my first Volcarona laid. You'll definitely want to get a Larvesta. No offense, but I don't think anybody save a champion should try to wrangle a Volcarona without a lot of trust built up. The best way to do that is to raise it from an egg.
Okay, and this Larvesta, I'm guessing it's Volcarona's pre-evolution?
Right.
So where can I get a Larvesta egg?
Tell you what, Spring's Day's tomorrow, and means the big Kobukan egg hunt is happening. I'll let you know that there'll be a Larvesta egg somewhere out there. Should we get us a Larvesta egg? I don't have a fire type. We could definitely use a Larvesta and get a Volcarona of our own.
Really?
Yup, and you'll know it's a Larvesta egg because it's very warm and much bigger than the others. In fact, ancient Univins used to keep Larvesta eggs in their houses to warm them.
Thanks, sir.
Well, if I'm giving out hints, would you like any? Okay, well, what's the best way to gather most eggs? Just ignoring the other hunters and grabbing every egg you see, mostly. It's meant to be a fun community thing, but you can blow off the other hunters if you want.
Thanks for the advice, sir. I'll take it to heart. Definitely gonna blow some people up because we're collecting some eggs, chat.
Looks like class is over then. Keep an eye out for sharp rocks on the ground. Don't go stepping on any.
All right, that was some more Pokemon Academy Live. Not a lot's happened this episode, but a lot did happen this episode. We got to meet with Misty, rank up with her a little bit, figured out that Boo Boo's a hating little shit because his grandpa don't show him love. Figured out, we kind of got with Sonia, met some new things, like got interacting with a couple of characters, and that's pretty good. Nothing crazy happened, no battle team stuff yet, but we're soon to probably deal with some soon enough. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the content that was displayed today, please leave a like, subscribe today, and help us reach almost 810 subscribers. That is our goal, okay? Probably more now since I did this video, but let's reach it, guys, together. And I will see all of you guys in the next video. Take care, lovelies.